So, good morning everyone. Day number 7 of the Geneva adventure, except that we're not in Geneva today. We are actually in the home of Ferrari, Maranello. And in fact, the Ferrari factory is right down the street here, straight ahead. We're going to be heading there hopefully today, but we have an appointment with Lamborghini and with Pagani. And so we thought we'd come down and take a look. It's a little bit on the cool side. But boy, it's going to be a great day since we'll get some factory tour and maybe some other good stuff that will happen. So, start of the day. Come along. So, buongiorno. We're down for breakfast. And it's just a great little place. They're actually making some stuff in the back, but you see they have fruits, some fresh pastries, donuts, really bad. Oh, that giant croissant, look at that thing. Anyway, we're the only ones in the restaurant at the moment. So we had dinner last night, if you recall. So plans for today, breakfast, first appointment is at Lamborghini. And we'll get a full tour. I've been through that tour before, but my two buddies who are with me have not, so they'll get a tour of Lamborghini and see why I'm so passionate about the brand. And then we're going to head over to Pagani and get another tour there. You can never get enough of a tour at Pagani. And from there we will hopefully head to Ferrari and see some really cool stuff there. Maybe get to drive. We'll let you know. You'll see it if in fact that works out. We're still working on that. And then we head back to Geneva tomorrow. Great time. Alright guys, time for breakfast. So on to the Lamborghini factory. We're about 13 kilometers out. And you know, one of the things you realize when you head out here is Maranello is a little bit more compact, but a lot of these towns are really small. They're kind of farming communities and stuff. And that's where these exotic cars come from. Believe it or not, works of art. So on the way in, we ran across, actually Automotive spotted this Alfa Romeo here that's covered up. Look, either being road tested or something. So who knows what that is. So in front of us is the Balboni Highway. And so those of you who know the history of Lamborghini know that they don't really have a test track, but Valentino Balboni, who was their chief test driver for about 40 years, would test drive most of their new cars along this road. So this is the same road that's right in front of the Lamborghini factory. And so we're walking along the Balboni Highway. It's pretty crazy. Just saw a Aventador Roadster go by. We'll probably see some other stuff while we walk towards the factory here. And behind us, you can see a spotter, even at the Lamborghini factory. Okay. Lamborghini factory, and as you can see, we've got the Yalpa here. That's an original Countach down there. You know, Lamborghini had a history of working with Bertoni. This is their Superleggera. This is the 350 GT, I think, so it's one of their very, very early cars. And the Espada is right there. If you didn't know, Lamborghini actually invented the SUV market, and that's what you see there in the LM002, Diablo, their GT. Just beautiful. And of course, one of the most beautiful cars is sort of the Miura that you see here in this really awesome Gold. It's a 400S. One of my favorite cars that you see, and I'm happy you just get introduced to it is a Sesto Elemento, and it is just a stunning car. You saw one of these in a YouTube video. I'll post a link to this that you can see it. But oh my God, it's all carbon fiber. You can see where this the Centenario, the concept of putting all carbon fiber on it. So the Centenario is the first road-going car that has all carbon fiber. This is obviously their first car that has full carbon fiber, but this is a track-only car, and it's so great. It's amazing. There is the Urus that I saw in concept a couple of years ago and is going to in production for 2018, 2019. It is a great-looking car. Would you drive this to work every day? The Mercy SV, still one of my favorite cars. Still great looking. I like them all, actually. Great color too as well. Just so in your face. The 560. Oh, and there on the wall is the Aventador. This is the shell, really, of the Aventador. And of course you have the new V12 engine, which was the first one in about 40 years or so. So they've been using the same design of the V12 engine, and now you can see how it's been upgraded. Huge exhaust. We talked about this before, and those giant wheels. Of course. Boom. And on the wall we have an Aventador, an Aventador Roadster. Check that out. It's a pretty cool mount. This car makes its way around. This is the LPI 910. This is their hybrid version, and producing 910 horsepower. Nobody knew Lamborghini was even thinking about this, but they actually produced a car that's capable hybrid. Of course, they always do a police car, and there's a new Huracan police car that's there. 570 Squadra Corsa. Great looking car. I love it in silver, by the way. What I've seen obviously is in yellow. Most of them are in yellow. This is the Estoque, which is a concept from 2008. You can see some of the Huracan features came from it, in fact, for the Aventador 2 with the double wide headlights. And some folks didn't realize that Lamborghini did have a some history in F1. Here's one of their early F1 cars from 1991 with their V12 engine, linked to Chrysler as well. The other interesting thing that I don't think most folks knew was that they had a history of producing engines for boats as well. And so that's what this giant thing is, with a carbon fiber intake on top. But yeah, look at these engines. And a couple of other concepts here. This was a concept actually for one of the early cars. That is a Miura type concept. There is the Gallardo concept as well. So we're about to start the factory tour here at Lamborghini. Of course, as you can imagine, most places, and rightfully so, don't want you taking pictures inside. So we're going to be putting our stuff away. I chose locker 036. That's the number. That's my number on the Aventador. So that's why we do it. So we're going to put the stuff away, including this camera, and I'll talk to you once we get back out. Okay, here it goes. We just heard that there are going to be Lamborghinis and a 20 Porsches coming in to park, and of course here they are. Oh my God, look at this. It doesn't get better. look at this. If this isn't Ahmed. This is just freaking awesome. That's just like my old Grigio Telesto is like my old Super Leggera. Diablo. They're family members in the Volkswagen group, so very cool. Oh, just look at it. GT3 RS. Beautiful. So how about this lineup? And the M4. It's pretty cool, isn't it? And you have the Lambo's Aveo down there. So we'd seen the Aveo in Geneva in blue, and here we have it in this matte gray finish with the stripes. Looks good. So we just finished the tour. We just finished the tour at the Lamborghini factory. Got surprised by a Porsche group that came in to visit, which was really interesting to see all those Porsches, including a Carrera GT here. So we're now heading back to the car. We're gonna go get some lunch and then on to Pagani. Not sure if we're gonna be able to make it to Ferrari today. Or this trip, but we'll see how it goes. But that's the adventure for today. I think it's day number 7. Bales of hay. So time for lunch. And we got pizzas. Ham, sausage and mushrooms. So many of you will recognize that place.
Did you see that?
Yep, we're at the home of Pagani. So I'm gonna turn around and find a place to park down here.
You have reached your destination.
And yes, and we're gonna head in. So it's kind of a mission again. This is the 3rd time I've visited Pagani. In fact, they have a Huayra, which may be going out on a road test or coming back from one, I don't know. But you can see I have the Brazilian flag up top. But we'll go visit them. We're gonna walk down to the other gate, and then we're gonna come back to this gate. That's gonna be going out probably on a road test to see it's got covered. It's a customer, may even be a delivery car. But so we're at Pagani, and you know, one of my favorite cars ever made is the Zonda in this crazy blue. You just gotta be like, wow. But that's his first F1 car he ever designed, never even having seen one in the flesh. And of course, the Cinque, the Tricolore, just crazy, awesome looking car. And lots of toys. And the engines that are obviously built by AMG. Crazy, crazy stuff. Crazy good stuff. So this is Pagani. So we just finished up a tour at Pagani, not only of their old facility, but the new one. And oh my God, it was just so awesome. In fact, in that we saw a Zonda being tested, and that was pretty damn sweet. And so we're going to show you that clip in just a few minutes. In fact, it may even be its own clip. So we have a response.
Holy shit!
That's the response to the new facility. I mean, like, really.
Holy shit.
Just in general, they're so good.
Holy shit.
But the new facility is just out of this world. That's all I gotta say. So I want to say a personal thank you to Chris for taking us around. We're gonna go from there. We're heading back to the hotel. Tomorrow we'll be heading back to Geneva. So no Ferrari factory visit today, but at least we came down to pay homage to Fiorano. So this is the entrance to the test track for Ferrari. I'm going to show you from a different vantage point shortly. So that's Fiorano. So at Fiorano, you can't really see the track, at least they don't want you to. So they have this green sort of tarp up, and of course what do folks do? They kind of cut holes in it so you can see the track all the way there. And you know, they even do this. Let me step in mud, step here, and just do that. There's a track. Now I gotta get mud off my feet. But the things that people do to get the footage. Spotting, right? All right, that's it for Maranello for today. So this is where we say goodbye to Maranello. And it's been interesting. It's been fun. We ready to rocky? Here we go. Onto the hallway. And we'll go down those elevators. I'm gonna call them. Boom. So we're heading down now to Bologna, to the airport, to pick up our replacement rent-a-car. There's a story there that'll have to be told at some point, but here we go. In the cab. So we're here at the airport, and they have both the Aventador and the Huracan in the back. So we're looking for our rental company here. So guys, welcome to our new S-Class. It's actually a concept car, secret, top secret. There's a whole story behind why we're in a Seat from an S-Class, but that's for another time. Maybe a live stream, we'll talk about it. But we're finally back on the road, heading to Geneva in a Seat. I don't even remember the name, but all the creature comforts of an F-Class. It's brand new. That's what we were told. Kilometers. It's a great car.
You don't like this car? It's brand new.
So we're heading back. We're gonna hopefully be in the mountains for a little bit here. I think in about 2 hours. Gonna show you what's going on with the rest of the band. Woohoo! So you may ask yourself, what the hell are we doing? This is our Seat Leone. It's an interesting upgrade from the S-Class we were in. But we just stopped to get some. Yeah, I can just stop to get some food. Is it? So we're gonna keep going. It's raining, a little crappy, but we'll be fine.
This makes a boring tunnel video.
Wow, look at that. stop here. This is Mount Bianco. Oh, Mont Bianco. And it's pretty bright over there in the sun, but wow. And a ski resort that is nearby. Just pretty cool. Whoa, big bus coming through. This is just beautiful. I may come back in the summertime when it's pretty nice and so many cars. Wow. So we just made a quick stop in France, going through Mont Blanc, and the views out here are just ridiculously beautiful. It's stunning, it's snowing. It was warm and 21 degrees back that side, and now it's cold and freezing and snowy. But so we continue on in the Lyon. So we finally got back to Geneva. It's kind of late, 6:30 or so. We got our new hotel room. It's a suite. It's an executive suite this time. So pretty big. You heard it, the man said it, pretty big. Have a jacuzzi, hot tub, toilet, shower. That makes it look like it's wet. It's wet even though it isn't. We have some stuff on that side. So we've got the sitting area, and then there's another bathroom. You see all our luggage here on this side. So that's our place. But of course, the really cool part about it is the patio, the deck. Fortunately, we are leaving tomorrow early in the morning, so not so sure we're going to be able to enjoy this. And it's wet and raining, so it is what it is. But off to the airport, we're going to drop off the rental car. You can see the mountains in the back over there, which is just so cool. So we're going to drop our car off at the airport and come back.